Hello, friends! Sa mga parents dyan, may tanong ako sa inyo. Natatandaan niyo pa ba yung time na ang mga tanong pa lang ng mga anak ninyo ay, "Ma, anong baon ko sa school?" Or, "I want this toy, can I buy this?" Or, "Pwede ba akong maglaro sa labas?" Now, they may be asking if they can move in with someone they just met, or if they can marry a person who's twice their age, and that's if they still ask for your opinion or permission at all. OMG, di ba bilang mga magulang, may kirot, may kaba, may lungkot. Hindi natin may iiwasan maramdaman yung mga yun eh. Kasi isang araw, di ba, there are babies. And tayo, yung mga mundo nila. Tapos biglang sa isang iglap, malalaki na sila. At tulad natin, gumagawa na rin sila ng mga sarili nilang desisyon sa buhay. Lalo na sa buhay pag-ibig. There's a fine line between being present and being too present in our grown children's relationships. Kaya together, let's try to figure out how do we guide without being too controlling, or how do we love without smothering? The answers on this episode of Live Light. First off, di ba bilang mga magulang, yung instinct natin is to protect our kids, no matter how old they are. Normal yun. Natural yan sa atin. So, I guess we shouldn't be feeling bad about it, pero kailangan din nating i-acknowledge na our hardwired parental instincts can be mismatched doon sa independence ng ating mga anak. Our grown children have built their confidence and autonomy over the years. And guess what? Tayo, na mga magulang, tayo rin ang tumulong sa kanila na mabuo yun sa sarili nila. Kaya remember, every time we intervene, we may be undermining their independence. Maaring masira natin ang diskarte nila sa isang sitwasyon sa buhay. Ano man ang kalalabasan ng sarili nilang desisyon, they need to learn how to face whatever consequence it brings. Tingin ko, it would help kung alam natin ang ilang dahilan kung bakit nga ba tayo nag-overstep o nagme-meddle sa relationships ng ating mga anak. Let's hear it from our expert.
I am Dr. Michael Di Paola and I'm a marriage and family therapist. I'm also a pre-marriage counselor accredited by the DSWD and Prepare and Reach Professional accreditation from the USA. So bakit nga ba maraming mga magulang ang nakikialam sa love life ng mga anak nila? Unang reason dito ay maaaring pinapahalaga ng magulang na ang bawat mag-aasawa ay kailangan guided sa simula pa lang ng kanilang pagsasama. So kaya unang-unang reason ay hindi mapariwara yung kanilang anak. So proteksyon ng kanilang magiging pamilya at yung bubuuin nilang pamilya, yung una-unang pinoproteksyonan ng mga magulang, bakit sila nakikialam. Yung pangalawang reason dito is ayaw na pagdadaanan ng kanilang mga anak yung maaring pinagdaanan din nila noon. So maaring ito ay failed relationship or dysfunctional family dynamics. So ito ay isa sa mga pinakamalaking porsyento pag sinasabi natin na bakit nakikialam yung mga magulang. Maaring mayroon itong past, mayroon silang mga hindi magandang pagkakaunawaan or mayroong failed relationship dun sa una pa lang. So kaya pinipilit na inaayos ng ating mga magulang yung magiging kahinatnan ng inyong pamilya. Kaya sila nakikialam. So yung reason din dito kung bakit mas lalo pa nilang binibigyan diin yung paggabay sa inyo ay para hindi mangyari sa inyo yung nangyari din sa kanila. It could be because of communication, failed relationship, or failed communication. cheating or any kind of relationship red flags na una pa lang ay mga magulang na yung unang-unang makakita nun. Isa pa sa mga reasons ay yung social and cultural, no? Ito ay dahil pwede nilang proteksyonan yung kanilang businesses, yung family nila, yung kanilang network mismo, yung pamilya nila. So, mga reasons of, di ba mayroon na mag-asawa na nag-aaway dahil sa kanilang mga properties, diba? So, isa ito din sa pinangalagaan ng inyong mga magulang kung bakit sila nakikialam na pwedeng maapektuhan yung inyong negosyo or yung inyong pangalan. Kaya sa mga magulang na lagi talagang dinidiin ito, yung pagkakaroon ng about sa properties, maaari nyo rin tingnan o pag-aralan yung prenuptial agreement na kung ano man po yung pag-aari ng asawa bago pa man sila ikasal ay mananatili pong magiging properties ng inyong anak yun. Kaya kung talagang yun yung gusto nyong proteksyonan, maaari din po yun na bigyan nyo po ng pagkakataon na pwede silang pumirma sa kanilang prenuptial agreement para dun pa lang ay malinaw. Malinaw yung sayo, akin, akin.
Let me share this quote from relationship therapist and podcaster Esther Perel. Parents must differentiate their child's life and their own emotional needs. Yes, oo, anak natin sila, pero may sarili silang kwento, issues, and reality. Now, how do we stay connected to our grown kids without controlling them? Let me share some tips with you. Number 1, do not advise unless you were asked to. Kung sa tingin ninyo may pinagdaraanan ang mga anak ninyo sa relationship niya, you may respectfully ask, but please try not to impose a piece of advice. Kung kailangan na talaga nila ng payo mo, I believe they will ask you for it. So wait for them to do so. Support their judgment even if it's flawed. Yes, kahit na sa tingin ninyo, hindi perpekto ang gagawin nilang desisyon, well, we'll have to let them do it. Bakit? Kasi kailangan nilang matuto sa magiging resulta ng choices at actions nila. If they succeed, then tataas ang self-esteem nila. If they don't, then they learn from it and it makes them stronger and wiser. Imagine kung nangailam ka at ikaw ang nasunod and then they end up resenting the consequences of that decision. Naku, edi ikaw pa ang masama. Malamang magkakasisihan, mag-aaway pa kayo ngayon. Be curious, not critical. Sabihin natin, example, ayaw mo yung karelasyon ng anak mo. If you say, I do not think they are right for you, hiwalayan mo na siya. I think they would probably do the opposite and maybe even resist your input more. Baka mas mabuti kung sabihin mo, how do you feel when you're with your partner? So this makes them feel that we're coming from genuine concern and curiosity and that we are willing to see things from their perspective. Tandaan, our grown children do not need micromanagement. They need emotional safety. Matuto tayong magtiwala na alam nila ang pipiliin at gagawin nila. Aba, sino ba ang nagturo sa kanila nung maliliit pa sila? Di ba tayo rin? So the best we can do is to be present for them during times that they need us. Sometimes, it feels like nabubura na tayo sa mundo nila. Kasi nga, may mga bago ng mahalagang tao sa buhay nila. Yung mga friends, may mga partners. At syempre, di ba, bilang magulang, bilang nanay at tatay, masakit yon. Kasi nga, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, nung maliliit sila, tayo ang mundo nila. But fellow parents, what we need to realize is we are not losing our children to someone else. We are watching them become a version of themselves which we helped build. Sa pagpasok ng mga anak natin sa bagong era o bagong season ng kanilang buhay, our role and our relationship with them also has to evolve. Kung dati tayo ang director, ngayon we must be their emotional anchor. Kung dati tayo ang piloto at sila ang pasahero, ngayon co-pilot na natin sila. We have tried our very best to coach them. Now it's time for us to just cheer them on. 30 is turning 20 this year, and masasabi ko na it has been tough for me as a mom kasi maraming evolution, maraming transition, but it has been a very beautiful one. Especially pagdating doon sa aming connecsyong mag-ina. Our relationship may not be perfect, but it is still full of love. The kind of love that respects each other and makes room for independence. One of the most beautiful and at the same time challenging season of a person's life. I believe that it requires a different version of us each time our child or children enters into a new season. We should trust ourselves that we always come from a good place and we only have the best intentions for our kids. But we should also trust them to make decisions for themselves. Andito tayo to support them no matter what. Being a parent is a complete responsibility, meaning it never stops, it never ends, but it will require moments wherein we need to step back a little. O tanungin ko naman kayo, paano nyo patuloy na pinabubuti ang samahan ninyo with your adult children? How do you continue to love and guide them without controlling them? Please send us your feedback through any of our social media accounts. Kindly like and share this video sa mga tao na sa tingin nyo ay makaka-relate at matutulungan ng video na ito. And subscribe na sa The JSM channel. Remember, when life feels heavy, it's time to lighten the load. Let go of your worries and let the light in. Ako si Jody, and let's live light. See you on the next video.